Hey guys, this is Subhash Mishra, your test coach. Today we'll discuss a test-ng question which was asked by one of our subscriber. He asked what is the difference between before test and before class annotation in test-ng. So thank you so much for this question. This is a fundamental test-ng interview questions. Interviewers ask this question very frequently. So let me explain it. Hope it will clarify your doubts. One more thing, if you want to learn complete TestNG, please go through the playlist which we have. I'll provide the playlist link in the video description. So let's start. So our question was, what is the difference between before test and before class annotation in TestNG? So I know this is very confusing and difficult to understand for most of the people. When you read these annotations for first time, it sounds similar. But question is, if these are the same annotation, then why TestNG provided two different annotations? So definitely there are some difference. So first let's see the definition of this annotation which is given by TestNG. You can go to testng.org and then here will be the documentation. Okay, if we'll go to these annotations, right, here you can see before test, right. The annotated method will be run before any test method belongs to the class inside the test tag is run. So this test tag is very important and it will be part of the testng.xml. Anyway, we'll see it in our example. So when you will use this before test annotation, right, it will be called only one time before any test tag, no matter how many test classes inside that tag or how many method annotated with @test. It will be called only one time for each test tag. Then you can see here we have the before class. This annotated method will be run before the first test method in the current class is invoked. So this one we understand, right? It will be called only one time before any test class, no matter how many method annotated with @test inside this test class. It will be called only one time for each test class. Okay, so let's see all these things in an example. So let's go to our Eclipse and what we'll do, we'll create two classes. Okay, so let me create a new class and I will name it as first class. Okay, and the very first thing what we'll do, we'll write one method public void before test. Okay, then we'll just do a sysout. Okay, what it will do, it will execute before test. Okay, that's all. Similarly, we'll create one more method and we'll name it as after test. Okay, and here execute after test. Fine, and we'll give the annotation for this. We'll give before test. Okay, let me import it. Similarly, here we'll give after test. We'll import it. Okay, fine. Then what we'll do, we'll write one more method. Okay, and we'll name it as before test after test, and we can write anything, you can give name, but for here I can give first class and method 1. Okay, and here I can write this is first class method 1. Let me remove these things and I will give it as @test because we want to execute this, right? Fine, we'll format it. Okay, so let's execute it here. Let's see what is happening. Okay, got executed. What we got here? We got execute before test, then this is the first class method 1, execute after test. So this one first got executed, then our test method, then after test. This is fine, right? This is understandable, right? So we need to see the difference between before test and before class. We have not used the class yet. So what we'll do, we'll create another class. Okay, and here let me do one thing. Let me define the priority equal to 1. You know, priority is used to order the test cases. Okay, let me create one more, and I'll name it as second class. Okay, let me open it. So here we'll not keep anything like before test and all. What we'll do, I've just copied, that's why you can see all these things. I'll put before class. Okay, let me import it, and the method name also will change. We'll tell it as before class, and this class is second class. So just to know, I'm just putting before class 2 and execute before class 2. Okay, similarly I can copy this, I can paste it here. I'll name it as, I'll just rename the annotation after class, and this also I'll change after, and here I'll give it as after class 2. This is fine. Okay, then we'll have few methods. So method name, what we'll give, we'll give second class method 1. This is second class method 1. Fine. Priority I'll give as 2, and this one I'll give as 3, and I'll make it 2. Here I'll make it 2. So you understood, right? Here what we have, here we have one method before class 2, an annotation with before class, and then after class 2, here we are printing execute after class 2, and we have two methods, second class method 1, second class method 2. Okay, fine. Now what we'll do, we want to execute all these things, right? So what we'll do, we'll create one testng.xml file and we'll execute everything from there. So let's go to the testng.xml file, or before testng.xml file, if you want to run and see here, let's see. It will run only this class, right? So let's see that. So this got executed. What we are saying, execute before class 2. Okay, this is second class method 1. Okay, and this is second class method 2, then execute after class. So first this got executed, then this 2 got executed, 2 1 3, then this got executed, which is fine, right? So now what we'll do, we'll execute everything from the testng.xml file, both the classes will execute, right? So we'll go to our testng.xml file and we'll do modification there. So here what I can do, here you can see the suit, like suit name equal to test suit and test name equal to functional test, and class name equal to, here we'll change the class name, copy it and put the proper class name, and here it is second class, so I'll copy it and I'll put the second class. Okay, sorry, let me copy it again. So didn't copy properly, second class. Okay, now what we will do, we'll execute from here. So both the classes will get executed and we'll see how what is happening. Let's execute this. Run as testng suit. This got executed, right? So what we are seeing now, execute before test, from where it came? It came from the first class, right? So execute before test, this got executed first, which we are seeing here, execute before test. Then we are seeing this is first class method 1. So this is getting executed, this is first class method 1, then what is getting executed? Then we are going here, execute before class 2. So here, right, before class 2, this getting executed, execute before class 2. Then this is second class method 1, this is second class method, this got executed, then this got executed, this is second class method 1 and method 2. Then execute after class 2, whatever got executed after class 2, this got executed, then it came here and it got executed after test. So what we understood here, whatever test we have given here, right, so we have given this test, right, and in that test whatever the classes we have considered here, right, so it is taking care of all these classes and it is getting executed once. Before all these tests that it get executed one with before test, and with after test it got executed once, after all the tests got executed with after test annotation, right. So that's the main difference. If you have doubt, what we can do, one more thing we can do here, we can put here, right, before class 2, right, let's copy these things and we'll put it here in the first. So here you are seeing before test, after test, after that also I can put before class and after class, and I'll change only before class 1 here, after class 1, here we can put class 1 and here we can put class 1. So what will happen, so if you'll see here, right, the what when we'll execute this from the testng.xml file, before this will get executed first, this is first class, sorry, execute before test, then this statement will come, execute before class 1. Anyway, let's see how it is happening. Let's execute. See what happened, execute before test, then execute before class 1, then this is first class method 1, then execute after class 1, then execute before class 2. Okay, so whatever we are giving as a before class, so it is taking care of only that class, right. So that class here you can see before class started, after class ended here. Similarly for the second one, class 2 started here, method got executed, then ended here, but test, execute before test started here and execute after test ended here. So that's why we are using before test and after test, and that is how it is helpful when you will start executing from the testng.xml file. Okay, I hope you can understand these things now. So before test will be called only one time before any test tag, no matter how many test classes inside that tag or how many method annotated with @test, it will be called only one time for each test tag. Where before class, it will be called only one time before any test class, no matter how many method annotated with @test inside the test class, it will be called only one time for each test class. So that's the difference between before test and before class. Thank you. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comment section. I'll try to explain it. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel.